This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Carnival Corporation and PLC. Carnival Corporation is a cruise operator with the world's largest fleet of over 100 vessels. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. Also, thank you to those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. It means a lot. Just a reminder that I have no positions in this company, so I'll give an unbiased viewpoint. We will start out the technical analysis by going over what I've seen in the daily chart and potential price targets. Then we'll wrap it up by looking over the long-term pattern on the weekly chart. So the first thing I notice about CCL is that we're in this really weak uptrend after we had that large sell-off. As you can see here, I'm going to go ahead and add the EMA 21 to show you guys the strength of this trend. And it's pretty weak. It's about like 20-30 degrees, so that's pretty weak. We kind of want like a 45-degree channel. That's pretty healthy. From the corner of my screen to the end of the corner of the top of the screen is about 45 degrees. So that's kind of like the angle we wish to see a trend. So if it's flatter than that, that's pretty weak. So it's almost looks like it's just like a correction for another leg down. However, I'm gonna go ahead and put a channel on here, and you can see that fits pretty well right there. So looks like we're still in this uptrend channel, really weak though, so I don't know how long it's gonna hold, but we do have this in play. That's why we bounced about right there recently. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how well the measured moves worked. So the first one we had was this leg up right here. Then we had our correction, and then this is the bottom of that correction, and then the second leg up was about right there. And then if we were to do another measured move from here to there, as you can see, that's the top of that price action. This arrow is just covering it. Go ahead and move it out of the way. It's about right there. And if I move it over here, it goes pretty much to the same spot. So that was confluence. That's why we're seeing this heavy resistance around this level. This go ahead and put a horizontal line. So this $30 level, pretty much, price is having a tough time breaking through it. However, this time we might be able to do it because it did something pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and show you that. So what happened back in March up until about May, price was inside of this range. As you can see here, we were just going sideways, chopping back and forth, not really moving up or down. It would there were smaller trends inside this range, but the main pattern was just sideways action. I made it red so you guys can better see it. So what we did is break out the top, and then we broke out at the bottom. So that means we trapped out the longs who were thinking we'd go higher, and then enticed the sellers back in the market. And then now we're gonna trap the sellers and entice the buyers to come back in the market because they were too early over here. So that's what it looks like we could potentially be doing right now. We could have a V bottom where it goes like this and then straight up. We just have to wait and see. So this looks like a continuation pattern to me, how we broke out the top, broke out the bottom, and then now we could potentially see the uptrend continuing. And also this was about a measured leg out of the range, so there's a good reason for buyers to step in right here and take back the market. Recently price has been selling off since last month, and looks like we're in this downtrend. It's very aggressive downtrend. This looks like pretty much 80 degrees, so it's not sustainable. So either we're gonna have a V bottom or we're gonna go sideways. That could potentially lead to more downside. So this channel looks like it fits pretty well right here. So either this was the midline, or we had an overshoot of the channel right there. So it's hard to tell what's gonna happen right now. Either way, we're super far away from the EMA. So we're probably going to pull back to it short term, and we just had a breakout from the range on the lower side. So there's two reasons why price should go up higher, and we're at the bottom of the channel. So there's three reasons why it should go back to the 24 and 50 cents level because of those reasons right there, as I spoke before. The EMA is like a magnet. Every time price gets too far away, the price likes to pull back to it, excuse me. As you can see here in the previous price action, every time it got too far, it pulled back to it. So the price has been pretty far away from the EMA for a long time, and it's super extended. So we're gonna see a bounce soon, probably right now. That's what's happening right here. We had this doji on the bottom, and then a nice big bullish candle. Gonna come back to fill in these little gaps that were created from the sell-off. Let's go ahead and look at some long-term price targets. So what I see is we could have this in play in the future. Let's just say this was the bottom around that $18-19 level, and if that's the bottom, then the price target is at $38 level, and looks like it's right at that gap that I spoke about in my previous video. That price looks like it wants to fill, and that breakout level. So this right here was the breakout level around the $41 level, so it would make sense for price to come back and test it to fill in that gap too. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly chart now. So looks like we had that strong breakout like I spoke about earlier on the daily chart. I could move this range a little higher, make it fit a little better. Looks like it's about right there with the strong sell-off. We had about 6 to 7 red bars. Now we finally see this green bar. So that's why I definitely see that this channel is in play. We bounced right there. So either we're gonna continue to move up, or we might just break the short-term down channel a little bit, about right here, just a kind of like a dead cat bounce, and then sell off again and make a new low. So in the long term, I do truly believe that we're going to come back to this $38 level and even that $42 level to fill in this price gap. However, in the short term, we're in a downtrend, but it's a very strong one that's not sustainable. So we will have bounces back up. I don't know if those bounces back up will be sufficient enough to resume the uptrend or not. So we just have to wait and see. However, it looks pretty good right now. We had the third touch at this bottom of the channel. We're far away from the EMA. We just had a breakout on the lower side of the channel, and it looks like we still can fulfill another leg up. So there's a lot of reasons to be bullish. For the bear scenario, yeah, we're still in this downtrend, but again, we're gonna see some type of correction out of here because this is really strong. It's not sustainable, like I said many times before. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel since you might be surprised on what you could learn. Leave a comment down below where you think prices are headed. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time. Bye.